Hey guys, it's Marshall Ting with your Paris Stockyard Market Minute for today, January 25th of 2024. So before I get into the market report today, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's called us, responded, reacted to our previous video about the recommended revisions to the EID policy that's coming up pretty soon. If you haven't heard about this, haven't done any research on it, do your research, do your due diligence, form your own opinion, and be sure to contact the Kentucky Cattlemen's Association and let them know what you think about this. This is going to be a vote at the NCBA conference coming up in next week in Orlando, so we need to get on this as fast as we can. Like I said, good, bad, or indifferent, whatever you think, let them know. Contact them. They're representing you, your Kentucky producers, on a national level, so keep that in mind. Now, as far as this cattle market today, pretty good run. 1,826 head of cattle through the barn today, which is really good considering it is a muddy, soupy, nasty, wet mess out there. Now, what I will say is not too many small producer cattle coming in today. A lot of big drafts, a lot of big bunches, a lot of loads today, and a little bit of a quality variation on your cattle today. You saw some really nice cattle, and then you might have seen some more mediocre, plainer type cattle, and that's affected your market. Now, your highs, your overall, your market's going to be a touch higher, but when you see these spreads, you might see a little bit lower of a valley on those cattle, and that's where it's coming from, just a quality offering. Let's talk about these steer cattle real fast. So mostly steady on your steers. However, your 550 weight and under cattle are going to be steady to $4 higher. Now, once you crossed over that 550 to 600 pound threshold, we're going to call those $2 to $8 higher. Now, your heifers, your lightweight heifers, your 3 and 5 weight heifers, going to be steady to $2 lower, while at the same time, your heavier cattle, 600 pound up heifers and over, $4 to $8 higher. Now, last week, the weigh cow market just went ablaze. It's back just a little bit, but these numbers as your highs are still a really, really strong number. They're going to be $2 to $3 lower, That's what we're going to call those. Now, as far as your weigh bulls are up this week, $3 to $4 higher on those. But let's check about these steer numbers per weight category. So your 3-weight steer cattle, we had about 10 or 12 of these little black steers came in here, brought $3.20 on the 3-weight steer, which is a really, really good sign amidst everything going on. Now, your 4-weight steer cattle, 240 to 262, they topped off at 280. Your 5-weight steer cattle, 236 to 251, they topped at 270. And your 6-weight steer cattle today, 207 to 236, they topped at 243. Now, as far as your heifers, your full weight heifer cattle today, 203 to 220 on your spread, they topped at 240. Your 5-weight heifer cattle, 207 to 228, they topped at 235.75. And your 6-weight heifer cattle today, $2 to 217, they topped off at 234. Now, like I said, your weigh cow market was back a little bit, but your top selling weigh cow today still $1.2350, and that's a good sign. Now, your bulls were up. $1.45 was going to be your top selling bull. We did have a small cow offering today, about 30 head cows. They topped off at $625 on those, and those are going to be on your 7 to 9 month bred cows. Now, several loads today, and more heifer loads than we had steer loads today. Check out your steer loads. Here's 58 head of about 90% black steers. We're going to call them 779 pounds on the average at 226 flat. And then here's a half load of 8 weights, 33 head of mostly black steers, weighed 811. There was 2 reds and 1 Charolais on the deal. 215.50 is what those big steers were worth. Now, as far as your heifer cattle, here's 41 head of black heifers, 523 pounds on the average, 235.75. Your 6-weight heifers, here's a load of them, 80 head of black heifers, 630 pounds on the average at 234. Go to your 7 weights. Here's 74 head of about 85% black heifers, 722 pounds on the average at 210 and a quarter. And then go up here. Here's your mixed heifers. These are going to be 8 weights. There's 64 head of mixed 8-weight heifers, 842 on the average at 209 flat. So that's what's going on in the cattle market today right here inside the stockyards. Don't forget, contact Kentucky Cattlemen's Association. Tell them what they think. Tell them what you think about these EID revisions, and just voice your opinion. These guys are your voice on a national level. Make sure that you get heard, and tell them what you think about things, whether that be pro or con. Let them know what you think. But as always, on behalf of myself and everyone at Paris Stockyards, we just want to say thank you for your business. We truly are farmers doing business with farmers, and if there's anything we can do to help with your livestock marketing needs, we sure would love to help you out. Thank you so much. Stay dry out there. Call the cattlemen, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.